Good evening, everybody. Today we are having Miss Natalia from Mali State University. She will brief us about the Mali State University, the facilities provided to Indian students here, and she will try to answer all your queries. So, ma'am, I request you to please take on this stage.
So, I represent Mali State University. So this is the classical multidisciplinary university, which is situated in the central part of Russian Federation. So if you just imagine the map of Russia, it is just in the center of European part. It's not very far from Moscow, just one night train, and very near to the international airport in Kazan, just 2 hours. When you fly in the future, of course, from India through Moscow to Kazan, then by bus it's easy to reach our city, Yoshkar-Ola, and our welcoming university. Just a few words about the city. Yoshkar-Ola is a very international city, multinational city, welcoming international students from all over the world. The atmosphere is quite comfortable here because all the people with different nations, different religions, living here for a long time. So no national conflicts, no huge crime, I can say. So it's quite friendly and student city. What about the university? As I told already, university is multidisciplinary university. It means we have different subjects, different faculties, different schools, but one of the most distinguished school is medical faculty. Here, most of the international students are studying. In general, we have more than 2,000 international students from 35 countries all over the world, and from India too. More than 850 students studying from India here. We have all the 6 years in English medium. So students are very satisfied with the quality of education, with the high standards of teaching, with the equipment of the university. So for making practical training, we have simulation center and some basic places in the clinical hospitals in Yoshkar-Ola and in our republic. So as you know, from March in this pandemic situation, all the studies are conducted in distance format. So this year we are ready also to give students the chance, I mean the first year students in general, the chance to study medicine online. Do not be afraid, this will be just for the beginning, and some theoretical subjects will be taught in this time. All the practical subjects will be taught a bit later, with the practical possibilities to touch everything, yes, to see everything on the base of clinical hospitals, on the base of our anatomical museums and simulation centers. So I'm ready to answer all your questions. Maybe you have some questions about the possibility of living here. So Indian students are accommodated in very cute and well-equipped hostels. So Indian students have the possibility to live together. So if you have some problems with studying, for example, you can ask senior students. They are always ready to help you. So if anything else, just ask.
We have few questions. First question is, what kind of hostel facilities are available for Indian students?
So what kind of hostel facilities are available for Indian students? We have together with Rus Education and Center of International Studies, university provides the students with full accommodated, full equipped hostels. So the students live together in rooms. They have also cooking facilities, and also they have Indian food. Indian mess is also provided here. So just for students' conveniences, because sometimes students do not have enough time to cook and do not have enough time to make something, yeah. But at the same time, all the time you are free to buy groceries in the shops, because they are very near situated near the hostels, yeah. And so Indian mess is also provided here. So when will the academic session start for this year? Usually we start the first groups of Indian students start 1st of November, but as we know, you make your NEET test a bit later this year, so we are ready to wait for the results. And I can say that this year we will start definitely later. What about the clinical exposure during the studies? As I already said, inside of the university there is a simulation center full equipped with modern equipment. At the same time, we have many places in different clinical hospitals in the city and in the Republic. So students visit some practical classes in the hospitals, doing some practical tasks in the hospitals, and every year after the second course, students have to do summer practical training in the hospitals. Sometimes they do it in India, sometimes they do it in Russia. It depends on the course and it depends on the practical training itself. When the exams will be in English and Russian language. So usually we have exams in English language. You mean entrance exams, yeah? So usually we have it in English language, but as a beginning, students from India have a short Russian course. First year students this year will have it online, and after they come to Russia, they will repeat the course also. I think 2 weeks Russian course is enough, because students need Russian language, not just for studying. For studying, there is no problem because the teachers are speaking English. But if the students come here, when the students come here, the students start definitely going for a walk, for example, in the free time, or just going to the shop. Everybody needs Russian language, because there is a very seldom situation when you meet someone speaking English in the street. So usually the city who is I mean all the students, or then all the native students and all the people living in Yoshkar-Ola, they speak, of course, Russian, yes? So the students will need a short course of Russian language just to communicate in the street. Are there students from other countries also? Of course, we have 2,000 international students from 35 countries. Among them, so it's the students from Egypt, there are students from South America, there are students from Northern Africa, there are students from Asia. Yeah. It is compulsory for Indian students to learn basic Russian language. Yes, it's obligatory, it's a part of your study. It is included in your study plan. And in the first year, you have 2 Russian classes during the week. Yes, there are entrance examinations for admission. Usually students have to pass exam in biology, chemistry, sometimes in mathematics. And after completing their short Russian course, there is a small test for in Russian, yes, for Russian language. What about the extracurricular activities for the students? Students, if they have free time, they are engaged in different clubs. So there is a cricket team, boys playing cricket here in Yoshkarola and participate in different events. Sometimes there are some championships for cricket between our university and other universities in Russia. So, but there are also other activities. Students are fond to visit English-speaking clubs or poetry clubs or someone else. So in university, there are more than 50 different additional activities. So you can choose everything you want, starting from physical, some additional physical or sports activities, and finishing language activities or psychology activities, or sometimes students even make groups to study French or German, for example. What about, do you provide coaching to Indian students? Yes, definitely. With the help of Rus Education and Center of International Studies, we invite Indian professors for teaching students, Indian students in our university, in general subjects. I mean such subjects as anatomy, physiology, surgery, and something else. Usually we have at least 2 professors every semester. How many hospitals are associated with your university for clinical part of studies? In the city, we have 3 governmental hospitals, and all these 3 hospitals are associated with our university. So we have agreements with all the 3 hospitals. Is living in Mari expensive or normal? It's just normal because the city is not very big, so the prices are I cannot say that it's very low, no, but if you compare, for example, prices with Kazan or with Moscow or with some bigger cities as Yoshkarola, so you can see that the prices in Moscow, for example, are more very high. In Yoshkarola, the prices are not very high because the city is not very big. The nearest, so we have domestic airport in Yoshkarola. For example, if you fly from India to Moscow, then from Moscow you can take a flight directly to Yoshkarola. There is an airport here. But if you really talk about international airport, the very next airport is situated 2 hours by car or by bus from our city. It's in Kazan. In Russia, all the universities, we have a steady learning and teaching plan. Students have, what about the vacations when the students visit home? So usually students have vacation 2 times a year, after the first semester and after the second semester. But after the first semester, the vacation is very short, just 1 week. So usually the students going home every summer, when the vacation takes 2 months. Can parents visit students in the hostel and can stay there with them for a few days? It is possible. Actually, it is possible for parents to visit Russia and to visit the students and stay even in the hostels. But I cannot say that the parents do this very often. But nevertheless, parents can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We have these much questions only as of now by the students. So in case you want to conclude this webinar, we can do that by inviting our students to Mari State University. On behalf of Mari State University and Rus Education, would like to thank you, everybody who has joined this exclusive webinar, where ma'am has tried to elaborate every possible facility provided by Mari State University. The admissions are already open for academic year 2020. To enroll for Mali State University, you can contact the student helpline number of Roots Education, that is 1800-833-3338. So thank you everybody. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much and welcome Mori State University. We will be ready if you join us.